Hi, this is Pavel, and this is my homework for the Visual Basic class, Visual Basic Programming class. This is a project from Chapter 3, Project 1, from a book called An Introduction to Programming using Visual Basic 2012 by David Schneider. And in this project, you can see that we will be creating a very simple calculator that will the form will accept two numbers, and we will add them, subtract them, and multiply them. So there will be three buttons: one for addition, one for subtraction, and one for multiplication. And we will display the result, but the output should give the type of arithmetic performed and the result. In other words, it will say something like the result of addition is, and the result. And finally, the assignment calls to clear the result box, text box, when any of the numbers in the text box is changed. All right, let's get coding. So, this is my new project, and I will start creating the form first. I will call this form simple calculator, and I will put practice to name it right, so we'll be calling it calculator. Alright, with the form created and named, let's just add some of the the buttons and the text boxes. So alright, it will be one, two. So we got addition, subtraction, and multiplication. You know what? I'll make them look fancier. This will be addition, and I will just copy and paste it like this. So this one will be subtraction, and this one will be multiplication. I'll make the fonts bigger. These are just cosmetic things, nothing that will have any effect on the actual application or the code. But we have to name them. Let's say good practice. So I'll call this one button add, button subtraction, button multiply. And so these are the buttons. Now I will use the two text boxes. This will be the first number. Well, we don't have to really name the label. We're not going to use it in the code. So we'll just call this first number. And second number. There you go. Easy enough. Now let's do the text boxes. 1 and 2. This one will hold the first number, so this is text first number, and this one is text second number. And we will display the result in another text box on the bottom, like that. Now this text box, I'll make it, we don't have to access it, it will just output, so it is read only, and we'll name it text result. Alright, I think that's all. I mean, that's the form. We don't need anything else. It doesn't ask for division, just these three numbers. I mean 2 numbers, 3 buttons, and the text box to display the results. So now let's do the actual calculations. So let's do the addition first. Now we will be using the first and second number for all 3 buttons. So I'm going to declare the variables uh, for the whole form, so they will be accessible from within the form from any button, rather than you know making new variables for each button. So the first one will be dim first number, and second number as and what well, it's gonna be double. So this way we can use decimal points as well. Actually, I will do the result variable as well. I'll declare it with the others for the whole form. All right, so let's add it. Now, um, doesn't the assignment doesn't ask for any checks, like to make sure that the user entered the right number or that he entered any number. But the thing is that if no numbers are entered and you try to add them or subtract them or multiply them, you will get an error. So I mean, this is just for us. We don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to check whether the text boxes are empty. I'm not going to be doing any checks whether the user actually entered number and not some kind of a character like A, B, or C or something. That will throw an error as well, but we'll just assume they know that a number has to be entered. So if text first number dot text is not empty, and text second number dot text is not empty, then we can do the calculation. So then the first number will equal whatever value is in the text box, the first text box. The second number will equal to a value that is in the second number text box. And we calculate the result simply as first result equals first number plus second number. Simple enough. And we will output the result later. Well, let me output it later. Now let's do the subtraction. Again, we'll check whether the text boxes are empty. First number text is not empty, and text not text second number text is not empty. Then why is that right? Oh, this is supposed to be end. I'm coming from a C sharp. Did some C sharp exercises, so I'm still in the C sharp mode. But it's supposed to just say end. Like that. Why is that an error still? No, didn't do the end if automatically. And if like that. Alright. So you know what? There's another way to do it. I mean, over here we had the variables, and we assigned the values from the text box to the variables. But we can actually perform the calculation directly on the text boxes. So we will do result equals but text box first number text plus text box second number text. But before we do that, we need to convert each of those values to a double. So see double. Otherwise, text box holds strings. Plus text box second number dot text. Yeah. So now you have it in two ways, using with variables and using direct conversion to double of the value that is entered in the text box. It's a little shorter. And let's do the same with multiplication. I'll just copy paste this. And over here, it will be a multiplication, just like that. Now we have to output the result, which we will output into the text box called text result dot text. So we will text oops, wrong button. Text result dot text equals, and we will combine the string because the assignment calls that the output should give the type of arithmetic performed and the result. So I will simply add the result of, and the first number, and then we'll add plus and second number is, and we'll add result. So this is the whole string. Basically, this is hard typed, the result of, then the variable, whatever the value in first number variable is held, that will be output. So let's say the first number is 2, the second number is 5. So we will simply read the result of 2 plus, this will not do any calculations, this will actually just simply display the sign plus. So the result of 2 plus 5 is 7, which will be held in result. Now thinking back, I probably should have used the variables here too, because now I have to, instead of the variables, I have to concatenate the text boxes. But hey, let's do that anyway. So text result text equals, and the result of, and text first number dot text and it's gonna be minus second number dot text is result. Put it all in one line. Let me see, so we can read that. So again, I probably forgot some. And over here, did I forget something else? Result of first number minus is result. That should be actually correct. All right. Oh, it's not double. Member of double. Well, let's. Oh, I hate it when that happens. But hey, that's part of the programming, I guess. And this is gonna be the same for multiplication, except of course over here It will be multiplication. That's really all when it comes to calculation. Let's just test it quickly. So if I enter 10, I have to adjust the tabs. So the result of 10 plus 20 is 30. And the result of 10 minus 20 is 30. I probably forgot some, I made some mistake there, obviously. And 10 times 20 is 200. So let's see the minus. Of course, I forgot to change. Plus to a minus. That's what happens when you copy paste too much code. So if I do it now, 20, 10, 20, and it's negative 10. All right. Oh, my battery. All right, well, I better finish it up. um, anyway, this is basically all. I mean, you got the calculator. If I don't enter any numbers, nothing will happen. What we can do over here, in other words, if user does not enter both text boxes, we can use an else, and we will display a message. And we can display it in the text box. Result dot text equals please enter both numbers, just like that. And we can use the same else statement for both multiplication and the subtraction. So now, when I don't enter any numbers, it will tell me please enter both numbers. If I enter only one, it still will say please enter both numbers. But if I do enter both, it will change the result. And finally, we have to do the last step, which is when the numbers in an input text box is changed, the output text box should be cleared. Oops. So what we do is, it's fairly simple. We'll capture the text changed, and we will capture both in one method, one event, and it's gonna capture both first text box and second text box. So in any of them changes, this code will execute, and it will simply go like that. Clear the text results. So let's test that. Okay, I have 10, 20. So the result of 10 plus 20 is 30. 10 minus 20 is negative 10. 10 times 20 is 200. And if I make any changes, it will clear it. If I do again, let's check the first text box. Let's say we add a number, it will clear it. It doesn't make the calculation automatically. You have to still press the button. And that's about that. My battery is running low, as you could see, and really this is a simple calculator. Just add in values from text boxes. Like I said, you can do it by assigning variables, which is preferred method because I mean it's much more extensible. But you could also simply convert the value that is entered into a text box to a double and add them that way. Now, like I said, this checks only if the text boxes are empty. It doesn't text for the type that is entered. In other words, if I enter 10 and over here I enter 10, I get an error. I get an exception. Come on, throw it. There we go. Because this is not a double. You cannot perform the calculation. That would be a different kind of input check. Hey, feel free to play with it. but the assignment says this is what's required, and this is what I did. But of course, you should practice. I really have to go and plug this laptop because it will quit on me. All right, so you have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.